Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Richard J. Curry Center here in Fredericton, Brunswick. I'm Bill Gibson. Privileged to be on the call once again. The Maritime Women's Basketball Association. It's a semifinal number 2 for the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. We're down to the final 3 now. Lake City punched their ticket to tomorrow's final by defeating the Freeze by 6 points in the opening semifinal. This one has the 8-2 Miramichi Her-icanes finished second in the league, tied with the best record, but lost the tiebreaker for first place to Lake City. Against the 7-3, third place, two-time defending champion Halifax Thunder. Coming into this game, the Thunder averaged 73.7 points per game. That's good for third in the league. They give up 63. That's a differential of 10.7 points. That's third in the league as well. The Her-icanes, they do it on defense and offense. League leading offense, 74.7 points per game. A league leading defense, 56.6. That's an 18-point differential for first place overall in all three departments. These teams got here by virtue of playoff wins. The Hornets were the second team to punch their ticket here to the Legacy Cup. It was on the Friday, June 13th at home versus the Thunder. They get out big early, 23-6 first quarter, 19-11 second quarter, and put it on cruise control in the second half. 82-52, a 30-point win over the Halifax Hornets. Thunder were led by Alexis Evans with 20 points and 8 rebounds. Sammy Russell, 18 points. Elena McMillan, 15. And for the Hornets, no one reached double digits. Alia Francois had 9 points. Caitlin Power and Samantha Manieri, 8 each. The Her-icanes, they were a Saturday last week ticket puncher. They won at home versus the Fog, and boy, it was a tight one. Fog led at half by 3, +7. Third quarter for the Her-icanes. Though at 16-9 really turned the tide of the game, and it was 64-59 final. Her-icanes were led by Lauren Rainford with 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. Grace Lancaster, 14 points, and Abby Miller, 8 points and 12 assists. The Fog were led by Mally Straker with 12, Erin Ingalls with 13, Amelia Mitchell with 12 as well. In that one, Mitchell added 11 rebounds, and McKinley Bezanson 12 boards for the Fog. And these teams have played once before. That was the last weekend of the regular season, June 7th, in Halifax. It was 63-54 Thunder. Thunder led by Elena McMillan with 15, Bianca Helmig 13, Sammy Russell 11. And it was Lancaster with 17, and Rainford, the Lauren variety, with 15 for the Her-icanes in that one. Pick up the starters now with PA announcer Richard Jones. 3 is Kiara Duffy. 5 is Haley Lawler.
Number 6, Sophie Atkinson.
Sophie Atkinson wears number 6.
Number
7 is Elena McMillan. And 14 will be Sammy Russell. McMillan and Russell, both second-team All-Stars for the Thunder. Starters for the Her-icanes.
Starting number 1, Lauren Rainford.
1 is Lauren Rainford, last year's MVP. First-team All-Star this year for Rainford. Katie Donahoe, player-coach Donahoe. Devin Lawler wears number 7. 8 is Grace Lancaster. Lancaster is a first-team All-Star. And Abby Miller, former Mount A player, finished her eligibility at UPI.
We would now ask you to please rise if you are able.
And we'll have the national anthem.
Playing of our Canadian national anthem. Your officials for this semifinal matchup, Jeff Smith, Matt Whipple, and Nancy Curry.
Officials for this one, Nancy Curry, Jeff Smith, and Matt Whipple. It'll be Curry, the crew chief, on the toss. Duffy and Miller getting acquainted at center court with a little friendly banner before this one. Duffy wins the tip for Russell. First two of the game is Sophie Atkinson. Quick score for the Thunder to start. They come with pressure. Donahoe for Lauren Rainford. Lancaster on the take short, but there's Miller. Miller on the putback is good for two. My keys for this game for the Hurricanes: make your three-pointers, stay out of foul trouble, and be physical. Depth really on the side of the Thunder here. They need to use that depth, make sure the players they want to get the shots get the shots. They need to play with pace as well, and they need to look after the ball. They can be a little turnover prone by times. There's the three from Lancaster. 5-2 Hurricanes. They're the home team on the scoreboard here in-house. Good crowd here from Miramichi. They've got some of the best seats in the house behind the Miramichi bench and in the VIP section. Oh, nice move inside by Duffy. Lancaster off glass scores two. Number of UPI Panthers here on actually both of these squads. Duffy. Played 5 seasons at UPI for the Thunder. 3 made there. Lancaster corner pass intended for Lawler was picked off. Inside, Duffy can't get the first one to go. And it's out of bounds off of the Hurricanes. See, this is the pace that the Thunder want to go at. They want to get down court quick. Pass deflected on the inbounds. And that's going to be a hit for Lawler, who gets the and one. Devin Lawler, 4 years at UPI out of Mill Cove. An AUS second team All-Star in 24-25. A really big UPI connection on Miramichi. 2 Rainfords, 2 Lawlers. Katie Donahoe. Grace Lancaster. Abby Miller. All UPI Panthers. Wouldn't it be something to see a team in UPI in this league, or on PEI? Play out of UPI, play out of Holland College, play out of wherever, but on PEI would be great. First foul of the game on the Hurricanes there is Lancaster. That's going to send Sammy Russell to the line.
Number 8, Grace Lancaster, her first.
Clean make from Russell. Russell of the Dartmouth and Dartmouth High School, 4 seasons at Acadia, and a big Acadia flavor here for the Thunder. As the second one goes in. Long list of accolades at Acadia for Russell. We'll get to those at some point if we can. Lancaster for Lawler. It's a bit strong. There's Rainford on the board. Rainford has it knocked away. Inbounded Lawler. That one bounces off the top of the backboard and off the shot clock out of play. Little pressure from Miramichi as they are up 3. Played just about 2.5 minutes here in the opening quarter. Duffy in the middle of the press break. Fouled by Donahoe. Said that the Hurricanes have to stay out of foul trouble. That's 2 here. Sort of early. There's Rainford stops, picked off by Russell. That's a head for Lawler. Lawler dish to McMillan. McMillan says, all right, let's run some offense. Didn't have a good look there. McMillan one-hander short. And another foul on the Hurricanes on the putback. Going to send Kiera Duffy to the line. Duffy played at UPI from 2013-14 to 2017-18 and remains in outstanding physical condition. Just a superb athlete is Duffy. And pretty good lineage as well. Both parents were AUS players and coming through Fredericton as well. Hurricanes up 1. Still pretty early here, but they do have 3 team fouls as well. There's Lancaster. Down low for Miller, and Miller has that one in, out, and then back in for Abby Miller. Curry Center rims, the ball can hang up there. A little extra period of time. They're fairly soft. Sandy Saunders, who's checked in, can't get that to go. Off for Helmig, who's also checked in. And there's Alina McMillan tying us at 12 with a triple. Lancaster tries Saunders, a nice move by Grace Lancaster. Little banker off the board for the deuce. Russell is wide right. Rainford for Donahoe, looking inside for Lancaster. There's another 2 points. Great feed from Katie Donahoe. Shout out if you're watching along from Miramichi this evening. Pleased to have you along. A little kiss off the window from the baseline there for a 3-pointer. Is that what that was from Helmig? Good to see that one on replay. A little smile from Helmig as she come up court. I think that was a banker from the baseline. Don't see those very often. Rainford dips and doodles and can't get the 2. Duffy on the boards. Russell tries a 3. That one rimmed out. Russell down and slow to get up off that one. Like Donahoe might have got in the landing area there for Russell on the 3-point attempt. Miss at the other end and back for Russell, who has that one go off front rim to Donahoe. Ahead for Rainford. Good step up by Helmig. Down low for Miller off glass for 2. Beautiful delivery by Lauren Rainford. Canada Post goes on strike. We can always use Lauren Rainford. Subs in for the Thunder. 15 is Alexis Evans. And for the Hurricanes, 4 is Sydney Lawler. Bailey Black is in as well, wearing number 14, and Aiden Rainford wearing 20. Devin Lawler, Abby Miller, and Katie Donahoe out. There's Sandy Saunders for Helmig with 5 to shoot. Helmig with a little bank off the window. Hey, if it was good from baseline, you can bank it inside just as well. Helmig has impressed me this season in MWBA. Watched her a few years with Acadia when she's come through here playing the Reds. And I'll say she's been more impactful, in my view at least, with the Thunder. Of course, I have a limited sample size with Helmig and Acadia. Bigger sample size here in MWBA, for me anyway. Alexis Evans scores 2. Lauren Rainford answers quickly the other way. Miramichi holds a 2-point lead. There is Helmig for Saunders. Evans looking to post against Rainford. Back for Saunders. Alina McMillan on Lauren Rainford. Tipped by Aiden Rainford. 5 to shoot as the Thunder inbound. One to shoot. McMillan gets it off. It hit the rim. Rainford collects the rebound and pushes out. Rainford stops, pops, scores.
2 for Rainford.
Saunders misses, but collects the rebound, gets in a little closer and makes that one from 13 feet. 2-point contest. High scoring affair here. Sophie Atkinson set to check in for the Thunder. In the game for the Thunder is Aaliyah Frazier, number 13. 7 to shoot. Nice fake by Sydney Lawler and scores 2.
2 for Lawler.
Lawler, third year of eligibility, sister to Devin. And of course, member of first family of Island basketball, the Lawlers, as I like to call them. Aiden Rainford from Lauren Rainford on the inside. Aiden draws a foul. This is going to be on Alexis Evans. Subs in. Alina McMillan to the bench and Sammy Russell in.
Team second foul.
Her-icanes. +5 now on the scoreboard. Minute 42 to go first quarter. Another make from Aiden Rainford. Atkinson for Evans. Evans.
2 for Evans.
Clears the lane to the bucket and scores 2. Was dangerously close to a backcourt, I thought. Saunders with the takeaway on the dribble ahead for Evans. Evans has to pick that ball up. And there is Aiden Rainford. Take it right back for Lauren Rainford. Final minute of play, first quarter. It's been a fast one. Lauren Rainford, spin move, scores 2. Lauren Rainford gone the full 10 minutes here this quarter. Aiden Rainford uses a body to clear space and get the ball. Good box out from Rainford. And a good screen there trying to free sister Lauren. Number 9, Riley Sullivan called for the backcourt. Sullivan, another UPI connection. Sammy Russell in. And Sandy Saunders out. 22.1. The Thunder can play for one if they so choose. It looks like Helmig will direct traffic. Move the ball to the other side of the court. Set up the play they want. Gets the screen from Evans. Little runner from Helmig is good to beat the shot clock. Well, I guess they couldn't play for one. So I was looking at the wrong clock there for a second. Oh, that long three almost went from Sydney Lawler. Into the first half, it is 28-24 for Miramichi. In a fast-moving first quarter.
Don't forget tomorrow's games. The consolation final goes at 12:30.
Royale's proud founding partner of the MWA. Royale is a Canadian company that makes quality products. Trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company. And thanks as well to league partner Atlantic Lottery and its Proline Stadium 19+. Atlantic Lottery is the presenting partner of the MWBA's Legacy Cup Championships. What a great job promoting the Legacy Cup Atlantic Lottery has done. Everywhere I went this week, I saw Proline promoting this Legacy Cup final here at the Curry Center in Fredericton. Get look into the huddle of Neil Smith, first-year head coach of the Her-icanes. He is a veteran bench boss, though, long time, I think, technical director with BNB was the official title. And, of course, longtime high school coach, provincial level coach. And there's a first-year coach on the other side as well. That's Alex Petropoulos, who moved into the big chair this year after my good buddy stepped aside there. Parker Regan. Mr. Parker, if you're out there watching, you left the Thunder in pretty good hands. Kevin Duffy as well there, stepped in to be assistant coach this season. And Kevan Vino, who is not with the team this weekend. He's back eligible playing pro in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. And what a fun league that is as well. Congratulations to the product Mike Moriali and crew are putting on there. Kevan represents Maritime so well in that league. Rainford tied up with Russell. Russell is a tough customer inside. Ball ends up with the Thunder and back for Sammy Russell. Russell spins. Nice pass for Helmig, who finishes.
Team for Helmig.
Russell is one of those players where the game just seems to move slow for them. And by that I mean they can seem to do what they want when they want. Just see the floor so well. And don't ever really look too rushed out there. Frazier with the giveaway inside. Taken away by Lawler. Ahead for Lancaster. Three-pointer is missed that time by Riley Sullivan. Rebound Duffy. Second rebound, Duffy kicks outside for Russell. Russell short that time. Aiden Rainford collects that rebound. Off for Sydney Lawler and fouled that time by Sammy Russell. Comes 3 subs for the Hurricanes. Neil Smith out a little extra rest there for 3 starters. So I'll reset your lineups here now. It is Abby Miller, Aiden Rainford, Katie Donahoe, Grace Lancaster, and Bailey Black for the Hurricanes. Helmig, Atkinson, Duffy, Frazier, and Russell for the Thunder. That one knocked out of bounds by the Thunder. 19 on the shot clock. Inbounded for Donahoe for Rainford. Bailey Black inside for Miller, who scores 2. Abby Miller, the knack for being in the right place at the right time. Works hard on the boards. Scores the ball inside, plays tough defense. Duffy left that one short. Lancaster's pass a little too hot for Miller that time. And he did the oven mitts to catch that hot potato. Frazier out of X and St. Mary's. That's Frazier from the outside. 3 look good, one on the release, but it's off the rim. Put back inside is good by Atkinson. Atkinson started at Holland College, then moved on to Acadia. 3-pointer is missed. Thunder can tie with a 2 on this trip. There's Miller with the takeaway for Rainford. Rainford 1-on-4 blue shirts, and Rainford's going to get partially blocked. Hurricanes work it back outside for Lancaster for a 3. Release didn't look quite normal for Lancaster on that one. And there is Rainford. Devin Lawler set to check back in for Bailey Black, and here's Alina McMillan for Bianca Helmig. Lauren Rainford on the line, 18.4 points. That tied for the league lead. 4.4 assists, 5.4 rebounds, 2.7 steals for last year's MVP. Timeout Hurricanes. Coach Smith sees something he wants to talk about. Love those orange jerseys for the Hurricanes. They're not going to hide in anyone in those, that's for sure. They have to like where they're at right here. Up 4 in the second quarter. In their first ever trip to the Legacy Cup. The Thunderball here on the inbound. Russell, Duffy, Atkinson, McMillan, and Frazier for the Thunder. Devin Lawler with Donahoe, Lauren Rainford, Abby Miller, and Grace Lancaster. That one rimmed out on the shot try from McMillan. Rainford, corner. Lawler, little too strong. Nice rebound for Russell. There is McMillan, lead pass for Fraser to the cutting Atkinson. Scores 2, and then 2 players down hard. No call given on that play either way. Lauren Rainford gets to the rim. There is a foul call given there. Here comes Haley Lawler back in. Haley Lawler out of Red Deer, Alberta, and Lindsay Thurber Composite High School. 4 years at McEwen, 1 year at Mount Royal for Lawler. Team MVP this past season. Came east this summer with a Mount Royal teammate Alexis Evans to play for the Thunder. 3-point game, that's going to be a reach on Miller.
Members of number 16, Abby Miller, for first.
Miller's first foul. McMillan gets Donahoe on the roller skates that time. Misses the shot. Devin Lawler outside Lauren Rainford. Fakes and goes by Duffy and draws another foul. So they're going to be Russell or Atkinson. It is Atkinson. Now it's Alex Petropoulos who's walking to half. Rainford gets the second one to go. Ahead for Atkinson. Atkinson gets a step, gets to the bucket. Rebound for Miller. Take that shot every time if you're the Thunder from Atkinson. And that seam and the drive to the bucket. Just couldn't quite finish it. Abby Miller tries the post move, can't get it to go down. Now is behind the play. 5-on-4 for the Thunder here. Miller caught back up now, but it's Russell from deep. Lawler crashes, can't get the put back to go. And Lawler with a smile. Rainford quickly the other way. Russell with the rebound, the nice dish. Not a clean catch from Lawler, but finds McMillan anyway. McMillan's shot doesn't drop. Scoring's thrown down here somewhat in this quarter. Rainford says, let's pick it back up with a three-pointer. 7-point Hurricane lead ahead for Duffy. Duffy, nice finish. Talked about her athleticism earlier. Absolutely no question there. Type of athlete Duffy is, sprinting down the floor ahead of everyone. Atkinson, piece of that one, and here comes Aiden Rainford for Abby Miller. And Duffy goes out on the Hurricane side in favor of Alexis Evans. Little matchup game here. Chess match between coaches. It's going to be a foul on Thunder, looking for an intentional foul on that one. I don't believe he's even close to meeting the criteria there. Foul goes on Lancaster. Out goes Donahoe. In comes that was Sydney Lawler, number 4, who checked in. And now Lancaster out. And Bailey Black in. McMillan spins, runs right into Aiden Rainford. Good quick hands by the Thunder there, deflected out of play. McMillan close to running that one down. Coach Neil Smith, a little instruction to Sidney Lawler. Sure, it's about looking after that ball on the dribble and watching for those quick hands of the Thunder. Lawler for Black. Black played for UNB right here in this gym. Nice looking release there from Sidney Lawler. That three doesn't go. Russell spins. Devin Lawler, Aiden Rainford, one of them was going to pick up a personal here. Sandy Saunders in for Sophie Atkinson. I missed that foul call, apologies. Sammy Russell, 2025 Acadia MVP and first team All-AUS. Almost 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 3.5 assists a game at Acadia. He's just outstanding in one of the games here at UNB. Maybe the only game here at UNB. I don't know how many they played for sure. Dueling turnovers there. Rainford inbounded for Devin Lawler, gets the ball back. 7 to shoot. Aiden Rainford, fake. Puts it up off glass, off rim. Rebound Sandy Saunders for Alina McMillan. That one was ahead for Alexis Evans, and Evans couldn't stick a fork in it. Little pressure to force some pace here from the Thunder. Their depth allows them to do that all game if they want. Rainford, pretty move.
2 for Lauren Rainford.
Millen for Russell up top. It's a tough guard for Bailey Black on Sammy Russell. Taken away by Lauren Rainford and a foul on Haley Lawler. That's going to be bonus situation, sending Lawler to the line. Lawler out, Helmig back in. Timeout taken by the Thunder. Get a sponsor read in here again. Royale is a proud founding partner of the MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company, makes quality products trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company. And thanks as well to Atlantic Lottery and its Proline Stadium 19 Plus. Atlantic Lottery is a presenting partner of the Legacy Cup here in Fredericton this weekend. Late first half, it is the Her-icanes +5 on the two-time defending champion, Halifax Thunder. Thunder's 3 losses this season. First season where they've taken losses, actually. They were undefeated the first 3 regular seasons. That streak came to an end early in the hands of the Halifax Hornets. Also lost twice to the 56ers. Like the 56ers, they beat the other 3 teams here in Legacy Cup. Lauren Rainford having a great half makes that one. Her-icanes up 7, 2:40 to go. First half. It's like straight up man defense, not even really a lot of switches here for Her-icanes in this possession. 1 to shoot. It's off rim, rebounded by Aiden Rainford. Rainford has been big on the defensive boards. There's Lauren Rainford. Lawler too strong. Russell. Ahead for Helmig, deflected by Lauren Rainford. Here comes Raleigh Sullivan checking in for Bailey Black. Aiden Rainford with a block on Alexis Evans. Lauren Rainford can't get that up and under to go. Russell was looking for Helmig on the cut. Also had Alina McMillan on the wing. Russell out, Duffy in for the Thunder. 3 in for 14. More pressure from the Thunder. Inbounded for Sydney Lawler and taken away by Alina McMillan. Gets the shot up, Duffy collects the rebound and puts it in. This is the pressure, the pace the Hurricanes can play, and they want to play. Aiden Rainford, nice work inside. Shot doesn't drop. Hurricanes now on the offensive boards. Sydney Lawler. Devin Lawler missed the three. Aiden Rainford can't get it to go. Ball still controlled by the Hurricanes. It's going to be 3 offensive boards this trip. And another miss on the long 3. Rebound by Alexis Evans and a foul called. Just the 4th. Second foul on Devin Lawler. Team's 4th. Remember, she has to avoid foul trouble for their starters. They need to go many minutes as they can with him second half. Up 5 here. There's Helmig trying to cut into the lead. Instead, it's Aiden Rainford who pulls the ball away. Riley Sullivan for Lauren Rainford. Rainford sends it right into the hands of Evans. Alina McMillan says, hey, we're going to play for 1. We're down 5, but we're playing for 1 here. 8-7. Corner pass, extra pass, knocked away by the Hurricanes. Timeout Thunder, and Helmig's going to get a little extra exercise. Short shot clock here for the Hurricanes, or pardon me, for the Thunder. Don't know exactly which weather system I'm talking about here all of a sudden. 2.7 on the game clock here as the Thunder inbound. Trailing by 5. Helmig for McMillan. McMillan to the bucket. That's going to be the 5th team foul on the Hurricanes, so it's going to be shooting regardless. Oh, the shot clock or their game clock didn't start. I'm going to go 0.4 on the clock. Coach Smith says no fouls here, so it'll be 0.4 on the clock. Helmig will back up. It's going to have to be a real quick catch and shoot. And instead it's Miller with the takeaway. So after the first quarter, it was 28-24 Miramichi. They tack another one onto that with a 13-12 second quarter to make it 41-36 Her-icanes. Come on back in just under 15 minutes. I'll tee up the second half here in the second semifinal of the Maritime Women's Basketball Association Proline Stadium Legacy Cup.
When you play with Atlantic Lottery, winners aren't the only ones who win. Because every dollar of profit we make is reinvested right back here. To the people and places that call Atlantic Canada and our 4 provinces home. With Atlantic Lottery, what happens beyond the game is game-changing.
The gates are open, and it's game time at Proline Stadium, Atlantic Canada's only 100% legal sports betting destination. Your home field for great promo offers all year long. Plus, if you're looking for the best odds on your favorite sports, look no further than Stadium Bets, exclusively online at Proline Stadium. Make your picks, get great odds, and score free play rewards at ProlineStadium.com.
We are made in Canada. Homegrown, Canadian-owned and operated. We're neighbors, friends, family, who breathe life into the communities we live in and nurture the backyards we play in, planting millions of trees each year. We're more than just made in Canada. We're a fabric of Canada.
No, no, no.
I didn't think he did it the first year. I'll go with Kevin Daly.
Correct! Just like your school days, 100%. Nice job, Steve. You get, let me get it out of my pocket here, a $20 Cleves gift certificate. Good at the Mount Denson Cleves. Thanks to Cleves, we got a great game going on. Second half action back up.
Hi fans, welcome back to the second half here at the Richard J. Curry Center, semifinal number 2. Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium 19 plus. MWBA Legacy Cup. It is the Miramichi Her-icanes +5 on the 2-time defending champion Halifax Thunder, 41-36. First quarter it was 28-24 Miramichi. And your 41-36 score at half. We're just about to give away some hardware there on the far side. Some All-Star awards. Just waiting for cameraman to get over in position there, pick up those All-Stars. And for Assistant Commissioner Lori Wall.
We're going to recognize our MWBA League All-Stars. I say your name, you can come up and receive your certificate.
We're going to have 2 first-teamers from the Her-icanes and 2 second-teamers from the Thunder.
Elena McMillan.
It's going to be Elena McMillan is the second-team All-Star from the Thunder. Great shot there from the camera. Apologies for the ugly guy in the background. The purple shirt on the far side, that'd be me. Not sure where Sammy Russell is. Must be late coming out of the...
There you go. That was good.
Russell's about 3 rows deep there in the stands, getting her some attention to the ankle. So accepted on Russell's behalf by Brandon Rayfuse. Grace Lancaster, a first-team All-Star.
And also from the Her-icanes, Lauren Rainford.
And Lauren Rainford, last year's MVP. Tied for the scoring lead this season with this year's MVP, Mackenzie Smith of the 56ers. Smith, physical player.
Here from the Hornets, Amanda Piercy.
And Amanda Piercy of the Hornets. Shout out Amanda if you're watching along. I'm sure Commissioner Jen McKenzie will get you your All-Star certificate. Wouldn't be surprised if she's already done so, in fact. So all the presentations are done for day 1. Of course, we'll have some champions to present tomorrow.
Consolation final. The championship final will go at 3 o'clock later at the Richard J. Curry Center.
Winner of this one moves on to the championship game tomorrow at 3. The loser gets the freeze in the third place game, consolation game. For the Thunder, it is Lawler, McMillan, Frazier, Duffy, and Atkinson. As Russell still getting some tape work on the ankle. There is Atkinson, big collision with Devin Lawler, and it's the Her-icanes who come away with the ball. Donahoe, Miller, Lancaster, Devin Lawler, and Lauren Rainford. Lawler swarmed by the Thunder. And now the Thunder swarmed by the Her-icanes. It's going to be a shot clock violation on the Thunder, saying McMillan did not have possession on that to reset shot clock. I'll buy that for $1 or less. McMillan steps through, doesn't drop. Miller doing what Miller does best, and that's collect rebounds. Miller catch down low. Oh, pass picked off by Frazier into the hands of McMillan. Frazier misses the baseline jump shot. Played a minute 20, no scoring yet here in Q3. Lawler picks up the errant shot and scores 2. Pushes the Hurricanes lead all the way to 7. No panic in the Thunder, though. There's lots of time to go. Capable of ripping off a scoring run in short order. Good box out by Miller on Duffy. Lawler tees up a triple. Oh, that one just rims out. And answering quickly the other way is Haley Lawler. No relation and spelled differently, the Haley Lawler on the Thunder. He's no relation that I know of. Here comes Sammy Russell in for the Thunder for Aaliyah Frazier. Aiden Rainford in for Abby Miller. 5-point contest, Thunder ball. Taken away by Katie Donahoe. Ahead for Lauren Rainford. Rainford uses the body nicely to shield the ball from Alina McMillan and scores 2. Watching Sammy Russell, and it's definitely not 100% in the mobility department with that ankle just have been taped up. Takeaway by the Thunder and score inside is Duffy. Takeaway by Atkinson. 5-point contest. Russell guarding Lancaster on the far side. Let's see if the Hurricanes make Russell move a whole bunch here. They make her come off a screen, that's for sure. Lancaster tries a 3 that doesn't find rim. Atkinson for Duffy, quick pass. Russell looks pretty good on that move to the bucket. That shot off the rim into the hands of the Hurricanes. Rainford squares up Lawler. Slides by the screen outside for Devin Lawler. Alina McMillan on a rebound. Lots of blue shirts there. Numbers as Atkinson gets the off arm out and goes to the tin for 2. 3-point contest. The Hurricanes have gone cold a little bit here. A turnover that time from Devin Lawler. 3 subs. It's Helmig, Saunders, and Evans. In for the Thunders, Lawler, Duffy, and McMillan. They're going to get a break here. Good start to the quarter for the Thunder. Shaved a couple off the lead. Opportunity to take more here on this possession. Russell's pass picked off. Rainford stopped on the dime, but can't make the 2-pointer. Russell passes for Saunders. Saunders fouled, will shoot 3 on the closeout from Katie Donahoe. Sandy Saunders out of Woodstock, New Brunswick. Less than an hour up the highway here from Fredericton. Started at Calgary, but most of their career at Acadia. Over 3 U Sports seasons. AOS champion at Acadia. Still has 2 years eligibility remaining, does Saunders. Tied at 45. Sydney Lawler subs in. for the Hurricanes as Donahoe goes to the bench. Hayden Rainford breaks the tie. As Rainford scores over Evans. Helmig. Fancy dribble. Oh, trap now. Tried the baseline pass. Couldn't find a receiver. More pressure from Halifax. Helmig with a push. Helmig, a strong defender. Just a little too aggressive that time. Sydney Lawler with the catch on the inbound. Back for Lauren Rainford. Screen from Aiden Friedenford, out top for Grace Lancaster. That three doesn't go. Hurricanes are going to need some of those three balls to drop. It's one of my keys off the top here for the Canes. Rainford into a ton of traffic. Here you see on the outlet, head for Rainford. Good call in the block on Atkinson. Get this one covered from all angles. What a crew here from Aurora Productions. Angles I didn't even know we had. Lancaster, that three doesn't drop. Rainford on the rebound. Back for Sydney Lawler. 7 to shoot, into traffic. 4 to shoot. Outside Rainford, fakes, takes a three, makes a three to beat the shot clock. Hurricanes back up 5. Helmig, strong take, fouled. Going to be on Abby Miller.
Foul number 16, Abby Miller, her second.
Helmig, good on the first. And the second. Frazier in for Atkinson. Helmig, Frazier, Saunders, Russell, and Evans. For the Thunder, there's Bailey Black with Lancaster, Miller, Lauren Rainford, and Sydney Lawler. Rainford draws a foul on Saunders.
Another foul, number 1, Sandy Saunders, her first, team's third foul.
Rainford makes the second one. Lead is back to 5. Knocked away by Lawler, but back into the hands of Helmig. Sammy Russell. Oh, block on Miller, and that's going to be Miller's third foul. See if the Hurricanes get Miller out right away.
Foul number 16, Abby Miller, her third.
Thunder were looking for a shooting foul there. Evans tries a three. Nearly a wedgie on that one. Bailey Black comes away with a carom. Sydney Lawler. Pass inside is picked off by Sammy Russell. Behind the back dribble for Russell. Rebounding for Bailey Black that time. Frazier jumps the passing lane with the takeaway. Helmig has the pass deflected by Rainford into the hands of Lancaster. Rainford right at Helmig. Can't get the first one to go. The second one does, though. Stu Rainford deserved, deflected the pass. 1 for 2 with an offensive rebound and 2 points on the trip for Rainford. Frazier tries a long shot. The keys off the top for the Thunder is make sure the players that you want to get the shots are getting the shots. And there is Miller inside on the nice pass from Lauren Rainford. Not sure we're seeing that this quarter from the Thunder. We've seen the big guns really get the bulk of the shots here. Evans from the elbow scores.
2 for Evans.
We opposed down there somewhere the number of times that Neil Smith yelled flex on that one. That's going to be another foul on Miller, and that's going to be 4. That's one of the keys for the Hurricanes was avoid foul trouble. 4 on Miller. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. That's a tough foul to pick up that far from your own basket for Miller. It's going to force Aiden Rainford into the game a little bit. Wondered if we would have saw that sub a little bit sooner. There's Sammy Russell getting to the bucket. Let's see if Russell and McMillan, along with Duffy, see if the ball flows through that triumvirate a little bit more. Lauren Rainford with a miss. Ahead for McMillan. For Saunders. No rim that time. And there's Duffy on the putback. Be a foul on Lancaster. Lancaster third. Sammy Russell out, Sophie Atkinson in. 24 seconds to go, just a tick under. Duffy can't get the first one to go. Second one is clean for Duffy. Ahead for Bailey Black. Bailey Black draws a foul. Gonna go on Kiara Duffy. Comes Riley Sullivan in. Grace Lancaster out, 10.4 seconds to go. Smart move here to not pick up another foul on Lancaster. Bailey Black with the free throw. It was a 5-point lead at half with 10 seconds to go. In the third, we're back to a 5-point game. Make it 6. Chance for one last shot for the Thunder. McMillan looks for a Duffy screen inside. Atkinson can't get it to drop, and the Thunder are going to trail by 6 going into quarter 4 as the Hurricanes tack an extra one on to the lead in this quarter. 58-52. That's a 17-16 quarter in favor of Miramichi. So Miramichi a quarter away from setting up a matchup with the Lake City 56ers for the Proline Stadium Championship. 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon right here at the Curry Center. Sure, there'll be a convoy out of Miramichi if the Her-icanes are able to win here today. Long way to go, 10 minutes left against a powerful Thunder squad. Thanks as well to Royale is a proud founding partner of MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company that makes quality products trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company. Atlantic Lottery Corporation is a partner of the MWBA. Thanks to Atlantic Lottery and its Proline Stadium 19 Plus. Atlantic Lottery is the presenting partner of this weekend's Legacy Cup. What a fine partner they are.
Haley's got an aim, just put her eye on it. Oh, the block, evil. Oh, another block. This may be our second time. These New Brunswickers have played some tic-tac-toe in their time. Oh, we got a winner? 3 in a row? Yay, 3 in a row for green. Way to go, Haley. Please, tic-tac-toe. Please, our sponsor of the MWBA Legacy Cup. Great game, girls. Absolutely. Let's go.
Little hula hoop tic-tac-toe here at the quarter time. Duffy, McMillan, Atkinson, Saunders, and Fraser for the Thunder. Sydney Lawler, Lauren Rainford, Aiden Rainford, Bailey Black, and Riley Sullivan for the Her-icanes. Coach Smith getting some of the starters. Another extra bit of rest here to start Q4. Black drives baseline on Saunders. Hooks inside. Duffy down again, took another hard contact. McMillan tries the shot, rebound by Aiden Rainford. Cross-court pass. Sydney Lawler can't corral it, but McMillan called for the last touch there, and McMillan says, oh, that wasn't me. Bailey Black out. In is Devin Lawler. And after some discussion, it's going to go over to the Thunder. Good work by the officials there to collaborate and verify the call. Foul on Sydney Lawler. Fraser with the save, back for Sandy Saunders. McMillan, a little off balance that time on the shot. It's going to be knocked away. This is going to be Her-icanes ball. Grace Lancaster in for Riley Sullivan. Rainford for Sydney Lawler. Rebound to Duffy. Duffy for Saunders. Saunders kicks it back out for Duffy. Right to the rim to score. No, that's Fraser, not Duffy. 13, not number 3. Devin Lawler. Wide left, ahead for Fraser again. Sammy Fraser in for Sandy Saunders. Abby Miller checks in with the 4 fouls for Aiden Rainford. Important for the Hurricanes that Miller can stay on the floor for the majority of these 8 minutes. If you're the Hurricanes, you have to try on offense. See if you can get inside and go at Miller for these next few possessions. Lancaster can't get the shot to go. Duffy tipped on the rebound. That's going to be ahead for Sammy Russell, and Russell can't get that to drop. Russell and Miller fight for it. Jump ball possession, Thunder. Frazier for Atkinson. Oh, nice pass from Atkinson. Duffy can't finish it over Lauren Rainford. Out of bounds off of Duffy. Here comes Katie Donahoe. In for Sydney Lawler. Timeout Hurricanes up 4 with 7:28 to go here in the fourth. Reminder, the action tomorrow, 12:30. 12:30 is your third place game. Fredericton Freeze and the loser of this one. And the Lake City 56ers get the winner. Sixers beat the Freeze by 6 earlier. Freeze came back once, made a game of it late. Just couldn't find the basket when they needed to. Neil Smith in the huddle. Fine work to everyone here who's put in the work to get the gym set up. It looks great here for Legacy Cup. I know that's a lot of work that Brad James has been doing over the last few days to make this event present as well as it can. Miller on the offensive glass, knocked away by Russell. 11 to shoot. Lancaster for Miller. Miller gets it to drop for the end one. It's going to be a foul on Sammy Russell, and Miller, such an exuberant high five with a teammate there, had to give the hand a little shake after. Hurricanes up 7. 7 minutes away from a matchup with the Sixers in the championship. Miller on the rebound of the Duffy shot. Frazier a knockaway. Last touch by Frazier. Before on the shot clock here as the Hurricanes inbound. Thunder come with some pressure. Lancaster towards the bucket's got to get a shot up. Got rim, beat the shot clock. Miller against McMillan in the open court. I don't like that matchup with Miller with 4 fouls. Miller smartly backed out of that. Atkinson on the miss, tipped. Frazier collects the ball. It's going to be a foul on Grace Lancaster, I think, out of that. It'll be Lancaster's fourth. Bailey Black up off the bench. It will probably be for Lancaster. Oh, nice feed inside. Atkinson, tough luck off the rim. There is Lancaster for Miller. Miller from 8 feet couldn't get that one to go and now has to back away. Russell, Atkinson. 2 layups don't go for Kiera Duffy. Don't see that very often with Duffy. That's a 3 made for Devin Lawler. Big bucket there. 10-point lead with 5:24 to go. Hello, Route 8. Are you listening? Might be heavy traffic tomorrow. Some changes for the Thunder. Helmig, McMillan, Duffy, Russell, and Atkinson. There's McMillan for Duffy. Back for McMillan. Helmig. There's going to be another foul on the Hurricanes. Going to be their 4th. Look at this one on the replay. But Donahoe did pretty well trying to stay in front there. Missed by Helmig, rebound by Devin Lawler. Lawler, Donahoe, Rainford, that's Lauren Rainford, Miller, and Bailey Black for the Hurricanes. There's Devin Lawler. Lawler will shoot 2. Foul goes on Alina McMillan. Atkinson out, Sandy Saunders in for the Thunder. Haven't seen a lot of Haley Lawler here in this half, certainly this quarter for the Thunder. Devin Lawler pushes the lead to 12, and Rainford with a steal. Rainford will go to the line. Rainford's fouled either by Saunders or Russell.
That's foul number 1, Sandy Saunders. That is her second and team's third.
Rainford makes the first. And the second. Little mishandle to the backcourt by Russell. Pleasure from Bailey Black and the Hurricanes. Just beat the half-court time count. Oh, Russell, how good is that? Inside from Miller. Nice dish from Rainford. Lead back to 14 again. Russell.
Two for Sammy Russell.
Lawler tried a three. Miller on the rebound back for Lawler. That time Lawler blocked by Duffy. Like Russell and Miller tied up there. That was a pretty rough looking play. Saunders errant on the three-point attempt. Bailey Black can't get the shot to go. Final 3:15 here in the fourth quarter. Saunders blocked by Rainford. Abby Miller out. Timeout Thunder. We're going to have some subs. It looks like Grace Lancaster and Aiden Rainford checking in. Thanks to Royale, a proud founding partner of the MWBA. Royale is a Canadian company that makes quality products trusted to help make everyday tasks a little easier for everyone who uses them. Royale, a proudly Canadian company.
All right, it's time for the Riverview Ford Lincoln Drive Challenge. Oh, that's the game ball. Whoops, my bad. Sorry, Jeff. Sorry, Nancy. Sorry, Matt. All right, the game is simple.
And thanks as well to
Riverview Ford Lincoln. Don't look too close. Down to the other end.
the MWBA. Thanks its partner, Atlantic Lottery and Proline Stadium. Atlantic Lottery is a presenting partner of the MWBA's Legacy Cup Championship.
Go, follow it. Follow the car. Follow the car or else you'll lose power. Follow the car. It's remote control. Come on.
Couple of Ford Broncos here racing down the court.
You gotta bump the ball. Bump the ball. Bump the ball. Hey, you get it?
They got to bump the ball.
Bump the ball. Bump the ball. Bump the ball. Come on, you can do this. I practiced at home this week. You can do this. Bump the ball.
Oh, so close.
All right, whatever car that is closest. You win. Riverview Ford.
There you go.
Woo! That took a long time. Good job, you guys. Riverview, thank you for your support.
Support from Riverview Ford. Lincoln here with little remote control cars and great tie-in with the sponsor. $18 on the shot clock here for the Thunder. The Hurricanes, it's Devin Lawler, Katie Donahoe, both Rainfords, and Grace Lancaster out of that timeout. There's Sandy Saunders with Alina McMillan, Sammy Russell, Atkinson, and Duffy. There's a shot make to make it a 10-point contest with under 3 to go. Rainford, good ball movement for Lancaster. Rebound fought for into the hands of Duffy, ahead for McMillan. Numbers for the Blue Shirts. McMillan's going to try a three. That rebound is for Lancaster, off to Lauren Rainford. Oh, Rainford trapped, finds Grace Lancaster. Now it's Numbers the other way. Aiden Rainford, great patience, great finish, nice dish from Devin Lawler. Serve that up like a Sunday buffet. Russell to the bucket, will shoot two. Here comes Helmig for the Thunder.
Foul number 20 in Rainford. That's her first. Team second.
Duffy out for Helmig. This is defensive pressure here, and maybe a little bit of three-point shooting. Thunder need them both from Russell. Abby Miller in for Aiden Rainford. Good work by the Hurricanes and Miller to work with those 4 fouls through quarter number 4. Stay in the contest. Pressure from the Thunder. We're going to see that the rest of the way. They only have 2 team fouls, so they need to give another one before they can send the Hurricanes to the line. Good ball movement. Rainford to the bucket. It doesn't drop. Rebound, Hurricanes. McMillan for the Thunder on the run, makes 2. Single digits now with under 2 minutes to play. Knocked out by McMillan. .136 on the game clock. 17 on the shot clock. Knocked away by Russell. Timeout taken here by Coach Neil Smith and the Hurricanes. Neil Smith joined by Jack Bell, Tristan DeRoche, and of course player coach Tristan Donahoe. Hurricanes are under 2 minutes here with an 8-point lead for making their way to the final in their first ever Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium Legacy Cup. We'll have 16 on the shot clock as they inbound with, I think it's about a minute and 34, minute 35 on the game clock. Minute 35. Donahoe, Devin Lawler, Abby Miller, Grace Lancaster, and Aiden Rainford. Saunders, Russell, Atkinson, Helmig, and McMillan. Double team on the inbound passer. Not something you see a whole lot. Back for Rainford. 9 to shoot. Donahoe takes one. Rebound. Rainford, and Rainford will reset and run some more clock here. Full 14 and up 8. Why not? Oh, a triple from Devin Lawler. That might be the knockout punch for the Thunder. McMillan can't answer. Under a minute to play. 11-point lead for the Hurricanes. Miramichi, are you listening? Miller makes it 13.
Halifax Thunder. The FWBA would like to thank its partner Atlantic Lotto and its Proline Stadium 19+. Atlantic Lotto is the presenting partner of the FWBA's Legacy Cup Championship.
So if this stays the way it is right now, and it would take a minor miracle for the Thunder to score 13 in the time remaining, it'll be the Freeze and the Thunder for third place at 12:30 tomorrow. And the Hurricanes and the 56ers for the Proline Stadium Legacy Cup Championship at 3.
Consolation final. Final goes at 3 o'clock here at the Curry Center.
There's Neil Smith. There's the sheet I wrote down. My Thunder will advance the ball after the timeout, of course. The keys, the Canes make threes. They got a big one right there. Stay out of foul trouble. Miller managed to do that. Be physical. They played pretty physical. Thunder used their depth to make sure the right players get the shots. Not sure we saw that. Look after the ball. They did a pretty good job of that. Play with pace sometimes. It's going to be a foul on Grace Lancaster. It'll be 4 or 5 on Lancaster. There's 5 on Lancaster. So Lancaster will be done here with 46.1 seconds to go. Coach Smith will take the 30 seconds here, get a new player in, and that player will be Bailey Black. Saunders makes the first. The team here is over the limit. And the second. 11-point game. 45 seconds to play. Good pressure from the Thunder. But Rainford beats it with the dribble for Miller. Oh, who can't finish the layup. Donahoe knocks it out of bounds. 32.1 seconds to go. Lauren Rainford and Abby Miller. Big smiles there. What a great teammate Lauren Rainford is. Sandy Saunders, nice finish. 23 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Thunder were trying to give a foul there, not called. I think the officials are saying this one is basically over. Just time for the players to realize it too. There's a foul called. Helmig. No give up in Bianca Helmig. So we're going to have a new champion in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. So Thunder are not going to score 11 points in 10 seconds here to come back on the Hurricanes. As Lauren Rainford's just going to dribble this one out. The Miramichi Hurricanes have punched their ticket to Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium Legacy Cup final tomorrow. Two-time defending champion Halifax Thunder take a loss. The Thunder will play the Fredericton Freeze at 12:30 in the consolation game. The Miramichi Hurricanes will get Lake City. These are the two teams that finished 8-2 in the regular season. Lake City in the very first weekend of the year got the Hurricanes in Miramichi in their only meeting. Both teams have grown a tremendous amount since then. Should be incredibly interesting to see how those games tomorrow. We'll stay here for Player of the game presentation from Joyce Slip, and then we'll wrap up. Remember, 12:30 tomorrow, the third place game or the consolation game, the championship at 3.
Here are your players of the game. First off, player of the game for the Halifax Thunder, number 14, Sammy Russell.
Sammy Russell gets player of the game for the Thunder. Russell will pick this one up. And it's got to be Lauren Rainford for the Hurricanes. There's no other possible choice here. It is Lauren Rainford. That'll do it for the semifinals. 56ers over Freeze. Hurricanes over Thunder here in Fredericton. Miramichi, Route 8. Get yourself down here for 3 o'clock tomorrow. I want to see lots of orange and green in the building here. Lake City, get yourself here too. You've got a team to support. Come on down from Dartmouth. That's lots of time to get here for both locations. That'll do it for day one for everyone here at the NWBA and Aurora Productions. I'm Bill Gibson. Thanks for tuning in to the semifinals of the Atlantic Lottery Proline Stadium Legacy Cup.